It's a hockey stream on episode 634 of the VIG Lounge as the scene shifts to Toronto as the Penguins are taking on the Leafs in Game 3 on the road. Can they go up 3-0 in the series, or will Toronto rally around the home crowd and get back in, getting their first win in the Eastern Conference Final? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right into round 3, game 3, Penguins and Leafs here on the VIG Lounge. I was jumping the gun to the next stream, saying Golden Knights. It's because I'm still living off that insane overtime win, courtesy of Ivan Barbashev. So my brain's a little bit on vacation maybe there for a little bit. I don't know. Crosby a chance, turned aside as the Penguins get the first shot on goal, and it's a good one. Off the stick of the captain. There, Carlson went to deliver a hit, wound up taking it. Chance out in front, and Archer Shilov's made his first save on a one-time bit. Carried in now by Raquel. Raquel to the net, could not get the shot off. Crosby! What a save! Joseph Woll almost pulling out the Scorpion to stop Crosby on the rebound chance. Crosby gets knocked down. Hopefully he's okay. Really don't want these rebound chances generated like I had in the game yesterday. Puck rolls in on Wall, avoids the icing. Will the Leafs avoid the icing? No, they won't. Nearly 5 minutes gone here in period 1. Highlighting Matthew Nyes, probably because of a hit. Oh, the one on Carlson, okay. Yeah, it was pretty nice, I'll give him that. Letang tried to pass to Gerard. Gerard lost it, then got it, and now sprung Igor Chinakhov. Chinakhov fires one, and another big save by Wall. The rebound's there for Malkin, but he can't get it either. As Wall stops that, and we'll hang on. Nearly 6 minutes gone in period 1. Malkin. Drive for Letang, and he couldn't get it to go. It went right off the back glass. Now Tommy Novak, who's had himself a couple of two-goal games lately. That new contract is paying pretty nice dividends already for the Penguins. At least in this playthrough. I can't say in real life, but I like having Tommy Novak. I think maybe he'll settle into a third-line role this season, maybe, but we'll see. He likes being in Pittsburgh and deserved to get paid. He had a good season. Definitely a better pickup than Phil Tomasino was from Nashville, but I digress. Here's Elmer Soderblom into the right wing circle. He had a big goal in game 1. And now Kindle to the front for the save, made again by Wall. Soderblom fires one. Wall's got that. Kindle with the rebound. Kindle fires again, saved by Wall. My goodness, it's all Pittsburgh, but Joseph has been just that, a Wall. I know it's spelled differently, but you got to get the puns in where you can. Now carried in again by Soderblom. Soderblom turning, shooting, and he lost it. Max Domi delivered a hit, had the puck, and then lost it because he was knocked down. Nick Robertson, the IRL Penguin for next year. And now Rutger McGroarty gets it for Pittsburgh, who is a former and current Penguin. Maybe he'll have an elevated role in the middle six. Have to wait and see. Another save by Wall, 5:40 to go in the opening frame. And we're still waiting for the game's first goal. Highlight on Chris Letang. Oh my. And look at that, it was a sandwich between him and Gerard. Pass across for Carlson. Up now to Raquel. Raquel turning to the backhand, trying to get a shot away, and he does. And Wall turned that away. My goodness, what is going on here? It's a tale of two games. The game yesterday between the Avs and the Golden Knights was just nonstop action. And right now it's been all Pittsburgh in terms of the shots and the zone possession. But have not been able to solve Joseph Wall. Backhand shot by Crosby turned away. And Raquel with a drive, rushed out in front. 2:23 remaining in period one. Highlighting Parker Wotherspoon. And I know he is a Golden Knight IR. Oh, look at that, sending a Leaf into the Pens bench. Oh my goodness, what a hit that was. Biggest highlight so far. And another one draw by Toronto. Crosby with a hit along the boards. Tried to get a pass through, was unable to do it. And it looks like every time you go to hit Matthew Nyes, he's just able to reverse hit you. It's like the Alex Ovechkin situation all over again. And I didn't really know Matthew Nyes to be that noticeably physical, but I guess he is. Pass across to Carlson. Trying to get it past for Malkin. Malkin cut to the net and he lost the puck. Still awaiting the game's first goal after the first 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on to period two. Pittsburgh with a heavy shot advantage, 12-4. Hits a lot closer, 9-8, but in Pittsburgh's favor. Passing percentage in Toronto's favor by a wide margin. Face-offs, not the worst, but we only won one of them, and there was 5 total, so that's not ideal. No penalties to speak of, but we'll see if that'll change in the second. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Second period action coming up right here on the VIG Lounge. Let's see who can break the deadlock. Crosby wins the opening draw of the second period, and we're underway. Knocked off his stick, though, as he tried to get it to Rust. Matthews appears to be back in the lineup now for Toronto. That's a big boost. I guess he was on the IR for a little while. That explains it. Sent across, Carlo with a chance, and Shelovs will cover that. Highlighting Matthew Nyes again, probably for the same reason. Yep. Oh, he has the unstoppable zone ability, that's why. Okay. Is he unstoppable, though? Like, I mean, he's a really good player for Toronto, but I don't know if he's, like, that level of a star, is he? Especially if Toronto was going to trade him to Montreal. Ricard Raquel skates in. Backhand, shot, rebound, score! Crosby! The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand, and the first strike is still deadly as the Penguins lead 1-0. And that was all generated by the shot from Raquel. And Crosby punched home the rebound. 2:42, the second period, and the game finally has a goal at least at one end, and we nearly got one for Toronto, but Archer Shilovs had better, or had something else to say about that. Brandon Carlo got it to Wall. Across to McMahon, getting a bunch of Toronto Maple Leafs that are no longer Maple Leafs. But that's what happens when we have these season playthroughs, of course. They're always strange every year. Connor Dewar gets it up to Crosby. Lost it. Now to Rust. Tried to get it across to Girard and then to Crosby, and the pass got picked off. Tommy Novak sends a Leaf flying. Novak dances in, fires one, save made by Joseph Woll. Oh, what a chance! Big save by Woll. And they're highlighting Joseph Woll for obvious reasons. He's made some spectacular stops and only given up one goal so far. .895 save percentage. Don't know if you want to be shouting that from the rooftop, but be that as it may, if that's what the stat sheets say, then I guess that's what we're going to get. Chant of "Go Leafs, go!" as the fans are trying to get Toronto back into this. They did score 3 goals on Shilovs in Game 2, but they also gave up 7. Oh, what a chance that was. Shilovs was ready for it, nearly coughed up the puck and lost it, and had to go behind him, but he was able to make up for his own mistake. Save made by Woll. Collected by Ilya Solovyov. Dished off to Kindle, and then the Leafs get it back. Solovyov with a hip check. Didn't knock the player down, but he did get the puck back. Up to Kindle. Kindle trying to drift through, but was unable to do so. And Nick Robertson with a chance and a save made Shilovs as he was under siege for a little bit there. And he still is as the Toronto faithful chanting "Go Leafs, go!" Here's Soderblom, and he got it knocked off his stick. Back to the blue line. Drive by Carlson. Goes into the chest of Woll, and he'll hang on to that. Shots a lot closer now. Toronto up to 12. And we're highlighting Artie Shilovs, as he has not been outdone in the battle of the tendies tonight. Only a 47% chance, though. So, Max Domi, what are you doing? I believe they're highlighting Matthew Nyes yet again. Penguins looking to get it out. And they will. They got it to Blake Lizotte, but he got ran over. Now McGroarty delivers a hit. Shilovs looks to hang on. And Girard's getting into it with a leap in front of the Penguins, net, excuse me. Another chant of "Go Leafs, go!" Crosby decides to hammer it in. Collected along the left wing wall by Raquel. Raquel with a shot and a huge save by Joseph Woll. 4:38 to go in the second. And there's the second time for showing Joseph Woll, so one more and you're done, son. Besides, you're not even a Leaf anymore. You're a Philadelphia Flyers, so we'll see too much of you to begin with. Next season. We'll be sick of you pretty early, bud. Highlighting of Evgeny Malkin. 40 years old now, going back for at least one more NHL season. Nice to see. I just hope he can get his temper in check and not take those silly penalties when he gets rattled, you know? Because he's much more effective on the ice than in the box. And he had a pretty strong bounce-back season last year, too, whether he played center or wing. Here's Novak, who played center on Malkin's line last year. Oh, what a pass in front, but Wall denied that one. Cross to Brunik. Now to Solovyov with a wrist shot down low. Knocked away Novak. And Brunik is going to dump it in. Malkin to the net, he scores! Posted in! Gino Machino cashes in at the casino! And the Penguins are up 2-0. Oh, in the final 2 minutes as well. Nearly in the final minutes. But what a shot by Malkin. He just rips this as he gets in tight. And there's no chance for Wall on that one. Goes upstairs, off the post and in. And Craig Berube is not happy on the Leafs bench. He's got his arms crossed here at Scotiabank. And Brunik got an assist on that. And there's a goal. It's Max Domi. And the Leafs are within one. .1947 is the time of the goal. Second period a lot more entertaining than the first, and a chance there for the Leafs to tie it in the dying seconds, but Shilov said, 2-1 your score. Goals from Crosby, Malkin, and this latest one from Domi gets the Leafs on the board, but it's 2-1 Pittsburgh after 40. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots a lot closer in the second period. 23-19 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits 22-13 favoring the Penguins. We got our passing percentage up, but so did Toronto. And we won a couple draws in that period, but we're still getting skunked pretty bad in that one. And still no penalties to speak of either, so we'll see if that'll change in the third. What a hit there by Novak. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Up the right wing side to Rust. Rust will send it in. Collected along the wall by Raquel. Raquel to the net, and he put it off the post. Pussy! Raquel gets it up to Rust. Rust has been pretty quiet. Trying to get it back to the point, but it's knocked off his stick. And there's Matthew Nyes. He seems out of gas, though. And Shinikov in the fresh legs for the Penguins. Shinikov to the net side for Malkin. Got his own rebound and scores! In the words of the late, great Mike Lang, Make me a milkshake, Malkin. What a gorgeous rebound goal. Malkin with the initial shot, got his own rebound and put it home, and the Penguins are back up by 2. And as with a little help from my friend, as in the post, both of Malkin's goals were off iron and in. But the big boys have certainly come to play tonight. A goal from Crosby, 2 from Malkin. And that's what the Penguins needed. Now here's Chinakhov. Lost the puck. And the Leafs magically get a power play. Let's find out how. Interference from Chinakhov, allegedly. Let's see. I mean, he bumped him, sure, but that's not really much of anything. So, I mean, if you're going to call that, I hope I get a call like that, too. Because that wasn't really a bad hit by any means, especially a playoff. If this is a regular season penalty, yeah, sure, but playoff, I don't think so. That's pretty soft. And it's sent all the way down. On the man advantage for Toronto. Brunick out there defending with Solovyov. Puck carried right back in by Tommy Novak. Novak trying to drift in. He lost it. And the Leafs look to go to work. And there's nobody there, but it doesn't matter because the Penguins are on the PK. So don't have to worry about icing, obviously. And Tavares took a hit off the puck. Crosby gets knocked down. Now just getting back to his feet. Now Nylander gets knocked off the puck. And Carlson's just going to sling it up the right wing wall. Gets stopped up in the neutral zone. Couple of great saves there by Shelovs. And the Penguins are going the other way with Erik Karlsson. How many times has he done this for Ottawa? Oh, what a save. Joseph Woll, and Crosby was flying through the air, but Woll got the puck first. Now we're highlighting Max Domi, I guess, because he had chances. Okay, yeah, there's one. There's 2. Oh, and there's this cute little goal for number 3. I mean, it was a nice rebound goal. I'll give him that. Maybe I'm being a little snarky. Malkin wins it back. Brunick trying to let it rip. Knocked off the stick, but it lands on the stick of Malkin. Back now to Chinakhov. Solovyov lets it go, and that shot goes wide. Waiting for a lane, but wasn't able to get it. Brunick regathers at center and looks to carry over the line. And he will. Fires a shot and a save for Woll. 11:13 to go. As we highlight Archer Shelovs for the second time. So if he gets one more, or Woll gets one more, they're not going to get any more for the rest of the game. Because I'll do it with my own goalie too. I get tired of seeing the same player highlighted over and over and over again. It just gets annoying after a while. And especially when you get stupid stats like that. We know he made 8 saves in the period. Because you just add 8 shots to the total that you had in the second. Not edge stats, I'm sorry. It's not a stat. Like, it's a stat, but it's a stat that you don't need to have calculated for. Brunick in front, what a chance that was! I cannot believe that the Leafs are within 1 shot of us. I didn't think they got that many chances, but I guess a power play would help with that. Brunick with a bomb off the one draw from Crosby. And now Novak is out there. As is Malkin. But Wall has become a Wall once again. Giuseppe Wonderwall, as the excellent hockey psychology referred to him as. We'll probably say that with Philly this year too, even though he is a Leafs fan. But they got Officer Bob, so I don't think they should complain. Brudick with another chance in front. Malkin with a rebound. He couldn't get it to go. Harrison Brudick carries in. Brudick pounded, but he hangs on to the puck. That was dogged determination as long as it lasted, but... And then Malkin crushes Robertson, his teammate, into the boards. And could not keep the blue line, so that is icing, or excuse me, offside with 7:29 to go. Sam Girard carries in for the Penguins, or excuse me, passed it off to Elmer Soderblom, who carries in for the Penguins. Soderblom's got another one! Uncle Elmer! And the Penguins are up by 3! And that's his 3rd goal in the playoffs. He's had 2 in this series. Soderblom just turns, finds some space, and makes no mistake, the big guy puts it upstairs, and the Penguins have stretched the lead with 6:19 to go. .538 remaining in the 3rd, as Shilovs will hang on to the puck. Kind of disappointed we didn't chase Wall this time. I've done it in the other 2 games, but I guess being on the road, it's been harder. Soderblom has it again. Soderblom trying to dance his way through, looking for a second one, and he lost the puck. He still has it. Fires from the side. There's a rebound there. There's a leap in the net. And Wall's got the puck, and there is his last stand, I guess, because we're not going to look at any more of his highlights. Oh, my goodness, what a pileup that was. And I think that's Simone Benoit in a battle with Justin Brazeau. Another Leaf who is no longer a Leaf. And Simone Benoit, I believe, he was traded as well. Big battle for it. Sam Girard brings it in for Pittsburgh. Girard shoots, rebound, couldn't get it to go, and a save made by Wall on the right side, and a blast by Girard, and it's in! Again, to quote the late, great Mike Legg, I'll buy Sam a drink and get his dog 1-2, and the Penguins are up by 4. And I feel like Wall should have had that. But he did not. And Craig Berube is just almost looks inconsolable, as he knows what this means. Pittsburgh is 241 away from a 3-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference Final. Brian Rust carries it. Rust dances his way through, and he lost the puck. But carried right back in by Chinakhov. Save made by Shilovs at the side of the net. 25.3. Puck carried in now by Soderblom. Elmer Soderblom turns away, cuts to the front, and he lost the puck. Big drive, Carlson, and a save down low by Wall. 7.6 to go. This game is all but over, but Joseph Wall is fighting to the bitter end, even though he's given up 4 goals. Or 5 goals, excuse me. See, look at that. I'm even giving him more credit than he deserves. But he has made a lot of great saves. I don't know, maybe he's trying to channel something for Game 4, but the Penguins, once they got going, they just didn't stop. They weren't able to score in the first. They put up 2 in the second, and then 3 more in the third. They just got better as the game went on and come away with a huge 5-1 win. And they're now up 3-0 in this best-of-7 series. As we see a ginormous hit by Letang. And this guy, Elmer Soderblom, 2 goals in 2 games from a fourth liner in the playoffs. You can't complain about that. Take a look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 36-32 in favor of Pittsburgh. Hits, 35-21 favoring the Penguins. We got our passing percentage up again, but it's not by 80%, which is disappointing. Won a few more face-offs, but got cleaned out pretty well. 3 times as many face-offs won by the Leafs. They got a power play, which again, I don't agree with, but we didn't give up a goal, so it doesn't matter. It's a moot point, but what does matter is the Penguins got themselves 5 goals at even strength, 2 of them off the stick of Evgeny Malkin. Crosby had a goal, Sam Girard had a goal, and Elmer Soderblom has 2 goals in the last 2 games in this series for Pittsburgh and helped to seal the win. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer, 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a terrific Tuesday, everybody.